Siakam, Leonard lead Raptors past Nets 115-105. New York, U fighting desperately to get back in the game, the Brooklyn Nets kept going smaller and smaller until they essentially had 4 perimeter players on the floor. Good luck stopping Kawhi Leonard, Pascal Siakam, and Serge Ibaka with that. Siakam had 28 points and 10 rebounds, Leonard added 26 points and 9 boards, and the Toronto Raptors beat the Nets 115-105 on Wednesday night for their 5th straight victory. Box score: Ibaka finished with 23 points and 12 rebounds for the Raptors 56-23, who need to win their final 3 games to match last season's franchise record for victories. Their victory for that day. D'Angelo Russell had 27 points, 7 rebounds and 6 assists for the Nets, who fell to 39-40 and missed another chance to improve their playoff situation. They could have moved ahead. Brooklyn has lost 4 of 5. The Nets had cut the deficit to 5 early in the third quarter before Siakam made a pair of baskets around Marc Gasol's three-pointer to make it 66-54. Toronto would get the... Russell tried to jump-start a rally early in the fourth, scoring 7 straight Brooklyn points to trim it to 92-87. He scored 18. Siakam, Ibaka, and Kyle Lowry made 3-pointers over a span of 140, before 2 free throws by Ibaka and another by Siakam pushed it back to 108-96 with 3:15 to play. Russell had one more flurry, making 3 3-pointers to cut it to 110-105 with 1:24 left. But Ibaka scored there. Siakam scored 18 points after halftime. Raptors Toronto has won 15 of the last 16 meetings. Lowry had 10, Nets Russell scored 20 points in all 4 meetings with Toronto this season. Caris LeVert was planning to play. Nurse said his plan is to play Leonard in their 3 remaining games. The Raptors have fantastic finish. Atkinson said he watched on his phone when Theo Pinson made a 3-pointer with 0.4 seconds remaining Tuesday to send the Long Island Nets past Lakeland in overtime and into the NBA G League Finals. Pinson, Raptors visit Charlotte on Friday. Nets visit Milwaukee on Saturday. More AP NBA https://apnews.com/NBA and https://twitter.com/AP sports. Related slideshow 2018-19 NBA season provided by Aman.
Raindrops, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that.